Good day. In this video, I want to be speaking about what is a bit more important in this whole forex trading industry, but most people don't get to understand, or they do understand, but they just don't get to implement in their own trading career. So what happens is that today I'm going to be speaking about the time frame that you need to use, but not only that, but the type of trader you need to become in order for you to be able to utilize that time frame. Because what I will be doing is that I'll be breaking down the four types of traders that you need to become, not the ones that I've spoken about in the previous videos, but in this video here I'm going to be speaking about the actual things, like let's say being either a scalper or a position trader or things like that. I'll be explaining what they do and what time frame they utilize, and not only that, but how you can become one of the one that you have chosen, because it's actually a personal thing. Instead of you following someone that you don't really know how they trade or how their daily routine is like, Instead, what you can do is that you can just see how your daily routine is like and develop, let's say, it's a trading strategy from that. So that's what I'll be doing in this video. I'll be breaking it down. So I need you to just get ready. If you are not going to be watching this, if you're not going to actually pay much attention to it, it's okay, you can just pass. But if you are willing to know what it takes to really become the trade that you need to be in order to be able to utilize the time frame that you believe will be able to gain you consistent profits in the market. So this is the video that I made for you, and I wanted to just start off by diving deep into the whole types of traders. So there are four types of traders, as you do know. Let me just start off by naming them. It is the first one, it's a scalper. We've got a day trader. We've got not only that, the swing trader, we've also got the position trader. What I want to do now is that I want to explain to you what these types of traders do. Actually, if you take a look at being a scalper is the first one that I spoke of, and a scalper is a person that they actually are in the markets in and out, and they utilize a very small time frame, such as the 1 minute. Like 1 minute meaning that each and every candlestick that is represented on the charts it's always like a minute or maybe 5 minutes, because these people are like, they buy and they capture like they buy or sell, yes, and they capture like a specific amount of pips, let's say 5, 10 pips, maybe 15 pips for a maximum. And scalpers, obviously, they can never let their trades to run for more than at least 30 minutes or an hour. So that's being a scalper. You use a very tiny time frame. You are just in and out of the market just that rapidly. You're like, your trades don't run for more than 30 or an hour. So that is the scalper. Now I want us to dive onto the day trader. Yeah, so what happens with the day trader is that if you take a look at what a day trader does, there's most people that trade full time are day traders. Because what happens is that as a day trader, you have a watch list. Let's say the one that you're going to be looking at for a specific day. Let's say you're looking at euro dollar, GBP US dollar for that specific day. And what happens is that during those time intervals, you utilize the time frame of, let's say, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour to get your entry. Obviously you get it on the 15 minute, but you just see the momentum and where the market is going. You look at the 30 minutes and the 1 hour time frame. With that being said, even the 4 hour, just to be able to just see where the heavier momentum is at, but you don't go anywhere above the 4 hour. So with that being said, like, you just execute trades on that specific, let's say if you're looking at GBP US dollar on Tuesday, you're gonna be focusing on that specific Tuesday. And when you execute a trade on the 15-minute time frame, obviously your trade, yes, it can run for all those hours, but you cannot go to sleep with your trades running. Do you get that? So it's very much important being a day trader, because you can't really go to bed without knowing how you're done on that specific day. So if you are a person that would like to be a day trader, you need to as well have time to be able to just manage these trades that you're gonna be holding, and you need to also but have that understand that you won't let your trades run for a longer period of time. But at the same time, that's being a day trader, and they'll capture like anywhere between maybe 20 pips to 50 pips. That's what a day trader catches, because the market barely moves more than 150 or 200 pips in just a day. So they capture like 20 to 50 pips. Explaining now is the swing trader, which I fortunately am. So I want you to understand what the swing trader actually does, what time frame they use, and how you can maybe be able to still consistently make money from the markets. Being a swing trader, so what happens is that being a swing trader, what you do is that you capture at least pips from 100 pips to above, anywhere to 250, 300, even 400 pips. And with that being said, you are able to hold your trades for specific days, not for months, but for specific days. If, let's say, for maximum, I would say 2 weeks, something like that. But with that being said, to just add up on that, because there's times whereby people are able to, they want to be a swing trader, but they can't really go to bed while trades are running, whether negative or positive. So being a swing trader, you are able to go to bed while your trades are running. So even though you don't have a daily, I'm not gonna say a daily journal whereby you go like, okay, on this day I made this much, on this, it doesn't really work like that. But you do have a weekly performance, a monthly performance and stuff. So that's what being a swing trader is. And with that being said as well, you utilize a time frame of a 1 hour, for your entries, you use 4 hour to get your patterns, your structure and stuff, even daily to get the momentum to see whether this thing is dropping in the next few days or it's bullish, it's going upwards. So that's being a swing trader. That's the third step. Now I want us to dive onto the fourth one, which is the position sizing. So the position sizing mostly is for investors, because what happens is that it's for people that execute trades on the 4 hour or even daily time frame, and they utilize like bigger they use the biggest time frame, such as your weekly and 1 hour, I mean your weekly and monthly, to understand where the market is going in the next few months. So basically it's the type of a person that can enter the market from like February, hold their trades till like what, April or May, somewhere around there, like 2-3 months, even 6 months for times, and they believe that the market is going to continue going upwards or downwards in the next few weeks or months. So these are position traders, because what happens is that they capture anywhere between 500, not even between, but less than 500 pips to above there, and even the stop loss is a bit more huge because they want the market to breathe. So they want to be, obviously they need a bit more bigger room on locking their profits, I mean the stops, having the stop loss. So that is the position sizing. So with me, I'm telling you these kind of advices, or I don't know, giving you this kind of information, I want you to be able to know what trader you would like to be. Let's say if you're a scalper, you want to sit on the laptop the whole day and just like buy, sell and do all these things. Yes, you can take the first option, which is being a scalper, target those small pips and use those small time frames, quick, and it's very much possible to also make a lot of profits from that. At the same time, if you're a person that wants to day trade, like become a full-time trader, where you just said during the day, you know that you're gonna analyze, you're gonna capture, you're gonna take the specific trade, you're gonna execute like in this manner, like you've got almost like a criteria whereby before you execute a trade, you can just tick the boxes that meets your requirements for you to be in the trade. Being a day trader, you don't go to bed with the trades running, which is also a good thing, because you know in a day if you take like 4 trades and 2 go against you and 2 go in your direction, with your risk reward being much greater, let's say 1:3 or more, you are able to still go like experience profits each and every day. But at the same time, some people don't have time, they're working, or maybe they're caught up in a lot of things, so they don't have time, which is why they get they move on to the next step, which is the position, the swing trader, which is what I am too. During the day, I'm able to analyze the market, but I know that as soon as I get my entries, maybe on Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll just be I'll just keep on managing my trades, if I may say so. I'll just keep on moving my stop loss into break even, my stop loss into more profits, do all these kind of things. And every week, let's say once the week is done, that's when I'll look at my weekly performance, how it went and stuff, not daily but weekly, and it helps me be able to take care of other things outside of just, let's say, focusing on just the market or something like that. I'm able to even learn, grow, do things such as that. And the position trading, it's, let's say if you're a person that would like to just invest in the markets, you know in the next few months your US dollar is going to continue gaining strength, so you just put your money in there, you buy it, and then you let it run. So even if it does retrace, it does go a bit against you and all those things, you are able to understand that it's just a long-term correction, which is going to just continue going in your anticipated direction. But those are the 4 types of trades. I want you to just be able to understand that, be able to know what decision you want to make, be able to know what you want to become out of this, and that will be able to help you to just make the right decision. So even if you're investing in your trading career, you'd know what it is that you want to do, because of the time frame, because of what time it's going to require you, and even you, like things that you'll be able to do outside of trading if you get to be able to trade. Because people think that they can't trade, it needs a lot of time and stuff, but it's not really that way. So I hope that this video is going to help you. That's what I wanted to explain, because I got a lot of questions asking about time frames and such things, so I wanted to just explain that so you are able to just get that and be able to implement into your own trading life. So thank you so much. It's your boy Mutupi. If you haven't, I'd like you to just hit the subscribe button. I always get a bit full when I say that, but please do hit that button and do turn on the notification bell, because it's going to help you be able to just get a notification whenever I post. And yeah, I'd like to see you too in the public group. I've got a Telegram chat public group, where I always put the link down in the description box. So I'd like to see you there, and I hope that you do have a phenomenal trading